Thanks, Ben. Good week last week. Beat Arkansas Little Rock in a game that was not very pretty, and one that we had to find a way to win, and we did it at the free throw line late against a really good team that's playing good basketball. And we turn around the next morning, lead to Cajun Home at 10:30. We're here at 6 the next morning, bus to Baton Rouge. Fly to Atlanta, lay over 3.5 hours, fly to Memphis, bus in the snow to Jonesboro, 12-hour journey, have a good practice, and then come out and play very well against Arkansas State. First few minutes of the game, we got off to a good start. I think we were up two or three, and closed out the half on an 8-0 or 10-0 run to go up 10, and then wound up starting the second half, first 5 minutes from the board, and as Jay mentioned in the post game, on the road, we got on those guys quick, we defended them well, were able to extend the lead. Bryce Washington had a great game, great stat line, just the reasons we recruited him. He was awesome in the glass in the first half, and Sean was very good in the glass in the second half of the basketball game for us. We made some shots, and everybody shared the ball. It was a good team effort. I like where our team is right now at this stage of the season. We obviously won 6 in a row. I told you last week, asked me how I feel in another week. Well, I feel good. I feel really good about heading into the conference tournament. And we're excited about going over there and playing. We'll practice at home on Thursday and then go afterwards, just like we did last year. The routine's the same, except for we'll play the earlier games instead of the second games on the first day. But everything else is the same as far as our routine goes. Questions?
I know the team's very confident in its abilities. Is this streak kind of validated that for this win streak?
Yeah, it's made us feel good about ourselves. Had a great workout session this morning. Got an email from Jason Manikowski, our strength coach, and he was very pleased with what the guys had done this morning, how they tested body fat, etc. So we feel that we're peaking at the right time. We always said we want to play good in March. You guys have said we've had an up and down season, and we're up. So I think we played extremely well. We're excited about our confidence level.
How to keep them focused on the first game at hand when they know if they win, they get Georgia State the next game?
Well, it's all about the winner of the Arlington, Texas State game, which should be a really good basketball game. Arlington beat them twice, and Texas State is certainly capable. So we know that that's the game that counts. A lot of times in a tournament, Dave, the championship will be won in the first round.
What did you learn from, like you said, basically the same routine last year in terms of 3 games, really compact amount of time that you can benefit from since it is so similar this year?
Coach Murphy and I just got off a conference call with the tournament directors and an overview of the tournament with the other coaches on the conference call. And they've got a room set up for the players, a players' lounge at the Hilton Riverside. Now, when are we going to have time for players to go to the lounge and relax? There's no time. Last year we played 3 games in 40 hours, and it's such a quick turnaround. There's not time to practice. There's not time to do hardly anything. So I think the experience that we had last year, Tim, will definitely help us moving forward.
So how does knowing all that impact what you do between now and when you leave?
It's the same. Yeah. We'll continue our routine that we've been on the last couple of weeks. So again, we had a good weightlifting session this morning. Guys are getting some academic work done today.
Bob, what about last year's season, this year's season, the similarities now toward the end of the season heading into the tournament?
Well, March is when you want to play your best basketball. We talked about that continuously, and I feel like we've done that. We're playing at a really high level. We won 4 in a row to start the season. It was a little bit of fool's gold. We weren't playing well defensively, and we didn't take advantage of that opportunity. We had a couple of hiccups in the middle of the season, didn't play as well, but to finish with 6 straight and have the longest winning streak going in the tournament.
Coach,
We like that. We like where we are, and we feel confident going in.
Coach, during this 5-game winning streak, you've been able to do most of that without Williams. But talk a little bit about Bryce and Jonathan, filling in and actually elevating their game.
Well, that's the reason we brought those guys in. Felt like they certainly could help us. And we started 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and a junior, and played extremely well. Bryce and Jonathan have shared the ball. They've done what we asked and really given us a boost. Bryce again was outstanding on Saturday. Jonathan had a really good first half. He didn't score the ball in the second half. And he played a lot of minutes, and he come out the second half to maybe 7 minutes to go in the basketball game. So both those guys have given us a lot, and they'll continue to give us a lot. I think it's ironic that those two young men and Scotty Plaisance were out on the court graduating a year ago on Sunday. Now they're going to possibly be in the starting lineup as we take the court this season.
Any update on Brian Williams?
I haven't practiced today, and I would say he's still doubtful. We'll see. He's been rehabbing and trying to get back. He's been doing a lot of running. I think he's in good shape, but we'll have to wait and see.
Can you break down, in case you get Texas State, what the successes were against them, and then if it's Arlington, maybe, you know, what you need to do better considering that you split with them?
Arlington, we played like we played up in Arlington, and we dominated them in that basketball game 2 weeks ago, and that's what got us 4th seed, which is a good place to be. That's all we can do is get 4th. You know, that doesn't satisfy some people in this room that haven't. But Arlington is a group that shares the basketball, shoot the basketball, and we match up with them pretty well. Texas State, we won a tough game over there. We had to come from behind in the game at San Marcos. The game here, we held into 42 points. Memory's correct to beat those guys. And they've had some trouble scoring the basketball. And again, it was 1 for 9 against Monroe on Saturday, which is uncharacteristic. But we'll just wait and see. We'll be prepared for both teams.
What was the biggest difference in the two Arlington games?
The game here, we did not play well in the second half. We didn't guard. And Johnny Hill had a great game, if you remember, Tim, and that was his last game. He had surgery the following Monday. And then Drew Charles also broke his wrist and was out. So they're missing a couple guys the second time they played. That's affected their team a little bit.
Last couple of games you've scored a lot and shot well from 3, but overall have not shot well from the floor. And any concern with that?
The last couple of games we shot well from 3.
Yeah.
I mean, we're trying to score the ball. The other teams are playing good defense as well. The season's on the line for everyone. I feel confident in our ability to score the ball. We led the conference for the 3rd season in a row, ranked national. Sean Long can score inside at a high level, and our guards are shooting the ball. We were talking about 3-point shooting early in the season, and then had a little drought, and we're back shooting the ball well again, and hopefully that'll continue throughout the tournament.
And then you did correct the turnover situation. That's something you can do on a regular basis? Is it a mental thing? Because obviously you're not telling them, don't throw the ball away.
Yeah, if we, no, I mean, it's a game to game, Dave. I mean, we've got to be better at protecting the basketball and do a good job there. The other night we had 6 turnovers and 3 in each half, so we're consistent. I like that. It was a season low. We had 9 a couple of times, and we've had 5 and 4. Obviously, we had 4 last year. NCAA tournament was great. But you want to take care of the basketball and give yourself the most opportunities to score. And we'll continue to do that, but that's a topic of discussion every day that we play, is taking care of the basketball.
Fan support helped you last year. Should be, hopefully, even more down in New Orleans.
Yeah, we're excited about challenging our fans to come out and play or watch us play, Mike. And we want to make this a home court advantage for us. Last year we had a few people there. We had a lot of things going on campus. I think Oklahoma was playing softball, and baseball may have been out of town. There were a lot of things going on. And this year we want to encourage people to come and support our team. If we can put 30,000 people in the Superdome for our bowl games, and certainly we can put 5,000. We just need our fan base to come from all over the state, come to New Orleans for a great weekend of college basketball.
During that 3 and 7 stretch, went through and did the numbers on this. You're giving up just about 45% from 3, and the 6-game winning streak that's dropped down to 27%. Has there been? I know you guys put a lot of emphasis on defense, but has it been specifically on the perimeter, or what's kind of the plan?
Well, both. Yes, we definitely needed to do a better job defending the 3-point shot in the games that we got beat. first of all, we gave up too many easy baskets. We were handing out layups during that stretch in the middle of the year, and then we came back and wanted to focus on taking the three-point shot away. Little Rock coming in had made 13 and 14 in their last couple of games coming into the dome, so we wanted to make sure that we concentrated on keeping them off the line and running them off the line because they're capable of hitting shots and beating them. Same thing with Arkansas State. Hayward had a line after the game that was, hey, I made more shots than Arkansas State did from three. I said, yeah, you took more than they took as a team also. But it's important to make shots at this stage of the year, and the teams that can make three-point shots are a great opportunity to win.
You mentioned Stove and the guys out on the floor congratulating you last year, going home. Any concern with them being maybe a little bit too amped up at the beginning of this ball game on Friday?
No, they're freshmen, but they don't play like freshmen. You know, I told both of them at Christmas, right when we got back the second semester, you're not freshmen. And they've got experience under their belt. They both played big situations in high school. And they're excited about the opportunity to compete in the Sun Belt tournament. I know Bryce is looking forward to going home. He lives just a couple miles from Lakeview.
I know when the losses were kind of mounting for a little bit, the guard play wasn't where you wanted it to be. How important has Jay and Hayward and maybe them getting more used to each other as the games have gone on? How has that tandem really helped you the past 6 games?
I don't know it's getting used to each other. I think it's just them playing better defense and making shots. And they're buying into what we're trying to do. Jay, he's certainly a hard worker, but Hayward's been working hard recently and doing a good job. I thought he had a good effort the other night defensively up at Arkansas State. So we're trying to keep the guards playing well together. And I think we're playing used to each other. It's just a matter of going out and doing what we need to do, defending, making shots. Jay's played extremely well the last couple of games, as you mentioned, and hopefully that will continue.
Got a big lift last year from Xavier and Bumloo, but is this kind of Sean's time to shine right now in the tournament? Do you need him to come up really big?
Certainly like for him to have a great tournament. The most outstanding player. I think that would bode well for our team. And he's capable. He's the best low post scorer in the league. And we need to take advantage of his play, and hopefully he can stay in games and avoid foul trouble like he has for the majority this year.
Do you like going into this setting the fact that you're so, scoring-wise, so balanced, so spread out? Would you prefer that, or would you rather kind of have maybe 3 or 4 guys with more, I don't know, kind of taking the reins themselves more? Do you like the balance you have basically going into this?
Certainly like a balanced team. It's harder to scout. More guys can step up on any given night and score. And you do need 3 guys that can score on a consistent basis, but we feel we have that plus more. Now, we don't know each night where it's going to come from necessarily, unless we run certain plays for guys, but we have an equal opportunity offense, and we want to play inside out, and that's part of the theme this week going into the tournament, to utilize Sean as an inside guy to kick it out and make some three-point shots.
Bob, as the defending tournament champion, does that give you some sort of mental edge coming into this one?
We know we've been there before, Bobby, and it goes back to the confidence, the way we're playing. We're at a good place right now. You want to play your best in March, that's where we are. And I think cutting down the nets last year certainly can only help our guys, knowing that they've been there.
Anything else, guys? Good. Thank you.